Welcome to Zero Booze Lovely Views, where I'm learning to swap hangovers for horizons. Today I'll be doing the Windmill Walk in Great Milton in Oxfordshire, and I'll be sampling the Guinness Zero and ending up with a drink at the Bull in Great Milton. We started off by parking on Tame Road. We then went through the public footpath gate and through this very marshy, rough scrubland where you'll find a really nice man-made pond, which apparently the local children use for studying wildlife. If you keep following the footpath round, you'll eventually get to another gate where you'll have to cross this pretty busy road. And if you carry on opposite, you'll end up on this lane and you'll come towards an area which looks like garages used for MOTs and a lot of outbuildings. And you just follow through the footpath there and you end up seeing the most amazing, gorgeous windmill. This is very much a heritage site. It's not a working commercial mill. It was built in around the 1760s. There's a date stone actually that says 1806, but that probably just marks repair works. It was designed to grind corn through the 18th and 19th centuries, and it fell into disrepair until the 1970s when a local carpenter began caring for it. In 2014, it had a new cap, common sails and fantail fitted. It now spins for certain historic days, as it's owned by the Great Haseley Windmill Trust. I think it would make an absolutely amazing, fantastic Airbnb, and I'd love to stay in it. I think it would be really successful. So after walking past the windmill, you just carry on through the field on the footpath and go straight forward until you see the path turning naturally to the right. Then once you've turned right, you just carry on forward past a field of very inquisitive horses until eventually you get to an area that looks like an old abandoned industrial site, maybe small factories which have been shut down, and there again you find another quite busy road that you'll need to cross, but the footpath is directly in front of you. At the end of this footpath you hang a left and this will take you behind Raymond Blanc's Four Seasons hotel, otherwise known as the 2 Michelin star restaurant Le Manoir. It's really popular with celebrities and it's absolutely gorgeous on the outside. I've never had the pleasure to actually go inside it before, but all the local people say that he's really good for the community and often runs events and includes them a lot. So once you've walked past the back of Le Manoir, you'll get to the main road again, and this will take you back into Great Milton if you go right along this footpath. And this is where you walk past the main entrance to the restaurant, and as you can see, it just looks really gorgeous. Apparently, in the Civil War, Oliver Cromwell rode through these magnificent gates. That's what local legend says anyway. So we headed right into the local churchyard, and as I'm trying to get back into doing geocaching, I decided to have a quick look before we came here and found a really interesting clue of the one that's hidden in this churchyard. So as the clue mentioned a lich, I thought I would head to the big wooden entrance point that you get at the beginning of a churchyard. Here I just looked down and found this pine cone, which I turned over and I found it was hollow, and this would be where the log would be, but because I didn't have a pen with me, I thought I wouldn't be able to add my name, so I just had a look at it and I logged it anyway because I did find it. So I thought that was a really nice one actually. From this point we decided that we'd head to the pub, so from here it's just a short walk. So today on my walk I took along the Guinness Zero. This is the one drink that everyone seems to recommend for me. So I was quite keen to try it, but also a bit worried because it felt like the popular kid in class, and my people pleaser mentality normally means that I want to like it if some other people like it, because I'm very easily swayed in my opinions. Something that I'm working on actually. So obviously Guinness is definitely best served in a glass. So it's not the best companion for walking with, but still I always find that when I'm drinking Guinness, I really enjoy the first half of it, the really creamy, rich half. And then the second half just feels a bit thinner and a bit sort of dishwatery, not as flavoursome. So I do end up normally ditching the second half or just giving up on the second half completely. I really like the first creamy taste, and I do like the coffee kind of bittery vibe, and I like that it's not carbonated, so it's not really horrible on my tummy at all, but all in all I like it, but it doesn't give me the wow factor as maybe when I first tried the Doom Bar. I thought that was really, really nice. I think I'm just more of a lager person. I'm learning on this journey of discovery with non-alcoholic beers, and but yeah, I do appreciate the Guinness and the fact it's 0%, and apparently it's about an 80% likeness to the actual original alcoholic version. So that's really impressive in itself. How pretty was the can? Well, Guinness is very much a heritage brand. I do think the harp on this just looks a bit plonked on there. It'd be nicer if they kind of expanded it and wrapped it round and maybe did that as a foil element. I'm sure they've done this on other cans in the past. Also, the strips at the top and the bottom, maybe that could be made into more of like a ribbon effect rather than just two rings. I don't know. But yeah, all in all, it's a beautiful brand. So finishing up on our walk, we ended up in the Bull, which was a really lovely community-owned pub until recently a local businessman has bought it up. But he's invested loads of money in it since the last time I visited. So it's looking really good on the inside. I did notice a lack of children's play area, so hopefully he'll reinstall that, because it's always nice to have a welcoming, family-friendly pub. But all in all, it's really cute and, yeah, really looked after. Here are my final ratings for the 0% Guinness. I did quite like it. I don't know if I'd go out of my way to buy it from a shop, but I would happily accept one if somebody offered it to me. Please do drop any comments of things that you'd recommend me to try. And I'm still learning on my journey. I'm trying to get more advanced with my taste buds as time goes on. But yeah, I really appreciate you watching. Thank you.